So I talked about this before. I already mentioned the department for the Taoiseach. To say when the fuck, and that's what I said. When the fuck will you get back to Dáil to Leinster House, in other words? Instead of being the convention centre, which is costing us 50,000 a day. Every day they're sitting there, it's 50,000 out of you and I's back pocket. And not going to what it should be going to them. And we're paying €5,000 a day on the meals, and I asked them that. And the response I got is and this basically just whinge cry. Due to the COVID regulations, you need to social distance and X, Y, and Z. Basically that's what was given to me. And I asked for the 5,000. And they say, in more or less what was said, we can't say how much of this. Because I was saying, is it more or is that right what it said, €5,000 a day? And they wouldn't answer the question, so it's pointless asking. And they didn't give me a date, but this is covered by the OT. OT came and talked about this yesterday. Obviously the government mouthpiece. But yeah, they're more or less saying, we could go back. We could go back, and that's the word, could. But again, get the fuck back. It's not meant since last year, would you believe, mid last year. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's honestly just a fucking joke. And again, I don't it's a joke. It really is a joke. They take us for buffoons. They take us for fools. Again, we elect them for a reason. We elect them into the Dáil chamber. We don't elect them to go out to any other place. Again, I'm sure to God, they can go in. They go in the fucking get in there. You think to be fucking demanding every one of them in Dáil. You think to be like, God, we need to get back to fucking to Dáil. We can't have the taxpayer out there fortune for being here. Or they might just come. Imagine if they came along in the morning. Hear me out. We could protest outside Dáil and be like this, also outside the convention centre, and be like, if he's not gone by next week out of this building, we're not going to pay it. The taxpayer's not going to pay it. How about that? We're going to protest here every day. We're not going to let you take it out of the taxpayer's exchequer. We're going to make you pay for it. You have to take the money out of your account and out of your wage. Imagine how quickly that be done. Imagine how quickly they move. The next day there'd be a vote saying we need to get back, and they'd be crying and quibbling and crying feeling form feed again. I have no money. They're taking out the taxpayers standing up for themselves. This would be that's us. Again, they're very selfish pricks in Dáil and Shannon. When the money's threatened, they're very quickly to move. And if the taxpayer is out in the street, then it's tough luck, really. That's the way what the government considers. But yeah, you think OT be like, get the fuck back to Dáil, like what I'm saying to them. But OT are like, maybe. We're not gonna, it's, again, it's fucking comical. Again, they're saying the COVID-19, we don't want to put them at risk. Even though we elect them to put themselves at risk and to put themselves at risk for the country, for the counties they serve. We don't care what happens to them. We want just our people, our taxes being put in the right place. But OT are whinging and quibbling and crying, saying, they're above all people. They matter more than... Take for example, just when I'm here, in schools, that children packed into classrooms along with one teacher, teachers afraid of their lives going into the classrooms. And no one fully just like, fuck yous all. I had to bring it up. But yeah, that's the thing, the fuck yous all, and OT didn't give a fuck about that. And then as soon as the TDs were under threat, they were like, oh God, the TDs, no, we can't let them die, no, we can't do that, no, the TDs, what can we do? The Taoiseach's out with the Taoiseach, oh my God. This is OT having a meltdown. I don't think that needs any more comment.